Welcome back everyone to Self-Serving Skillet. Today we're going to make a whole bunch of stuff with this frozen pizza out of a whole bunch of stuff that we already have. Alright, this episode is all about using what you have. So I'm making pizza sandwiches. Now you could just make one filling, fill the whole thing and fold it over calzone style, but I'm gonna do 3 different ones here. So first one, meatballs. 1/4 pound of ground beef, about 1/2 tablespoon of salt, 1/2 tablespoon of oregano, maybe the same of garlic powder, right? And then some red pepper flake if that's your thing. Mash that up, right? We're not really making meatballs, we're just making something that tastes good that can go in our sandwich. So if you have breadcrumbs, get them in there. If you want some milk, get it in there. If you want egg, get it in there. For me, I'm serving this on a pizza, so this is just good enough. I think out of a 1/4 pound of ground beef, I can probably get 4 meatballs. One. 2. 3. 4. Wash your hands, let them sear. When it smells amazing, probably means you're seared. Flip it. And at this point, you probably don't have meatballs, you probably have meat. Discs. Next one's gonna be a breakfast sandwich. Garlic. And I have these onions left over from a previous culinary project, which you'll actually see next week. 1 strip of bacon. And an egg. See if there's any unseared parts of this guy. Maybe turning them onto the edge. And I'm not even going to wait for the bacon to finish. In go my onions. Once your meatballs have been seared on most sides, I'm just gonna go halfway up with some leftover marinara sauce. And just let those simmer now. Now I can just concentrate on my eggs. And that's it. Don't overcook your eggs. We can just let these guys softly simmer. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 425. Sandwich number 3 takes its inspiration from the Cubano. So first we need to make our spread. We're going with equal parts mayonnaise and mustard. The traditional sandwich wants yellow mustard. I don't much care for it, so I'm using Dijon, which I think makes this a Franco, but really, I'm using a pizza, so it's really nothing. And then that particular spread calls for cayenne pepper. I don't have cayenne pepper, so I'm using a little chipotle powder. All right. Maybe about a 1/4 teaspoon. The only thing that I have left to do is to chop my pickle. I want long, skinny slices. If you already have slices, get them in there. If you have pickle chips, get them in there. If they're not dill, get them in there. If all you have is relish, get it in there. This is not really a Cubano sandwich. This is meant to use up what we have. Oven's at about 300, which is good enough because all I really want to do is make this pliable. And that's all we need. We just need a little fold. So I'm gonna try to get this into 3 even pieces. All right, sandwich 1. Let's just go for the egg. And I'm just gonna pick this whole thing up in a slice of provolone and get it down into the center right here. And all this cheese is just gonna hold my sandwich in place. Next sandwich, let's do the Cubano. So first we want our spread. Ham, cheese, pickles, ham and cheese. And that one's gonna go more in half, just like that. Next one. Meatball. 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 Can't wait for this one. And that one is gonna be, I forgot the cheese. All right, let's see if we can tuck that cheese under. Once the oven's preheated, we can go right back in for as much time as the pizza needed to finish. So it was in for 2 minutes before. I'm gonna put it in for 10 minutes because it called for 12. And the good thing about these is that I can put them away and do them just like this whenever I want a hot sandwich. Oof. All right, let's see about this. Oh yeah, there we go. That's gonna be something special right there. If you've ever wondered what a pizza egg breakfast burrito cross section looks like, this is the video for you. And that looks and smells delicious. You got to do this. For those of us that like a little salsa on our eggs, that's a winner right there. It has all the elements of like a really solid breakfast scramble. It has the sausage in there as well as the pepperoni, so it makes it just a little bit naughty. And then the crunchiness of that pizza crust. This is such a great way to repurpose a pizza when you don't want just pizza. There we go. Oh man, I've got to tell you, I had that egg one about 6 hours ago, and I am just now to the point where I can eat something. This is the Cubano inspired pizza sandwich. Check that out. All right, bite time. Oh man, it smells like a Cubano. All the flavors are there. I could do with a little bit more pickle. That sauce is killer. A real Cubano comes with a braised pork and the ham, but we have the sausage on there, so it does it for me. Dijon mustard's not too overpowering. Everything about this sandwich is killer. I'll see you guys for meatballs. That's really good. The inspiration for this video came from my cousin who tuned into a virtual dinner party, and I asked him what he was eating tonight, and he said, all I have left is a frozen pizza. So I decided to see what I could make out of a frozen pizza. If you want to contribute to the future of the show and collaborate on ideas, I suggest that you join me Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Central for my virtual dinner parties. I've started giving you a cocktail recipe at the beginning of every show, so there is a culinary aspect. And then, of course, you have the pleasure of getting to eat dinner with me. See you there.